what's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another great epic episode of Just My Opinion Reviews. Guys, we are talking Dragon Ball Daima, Episode 1, titled Conspiracy. A giant castle in a mysterious world. Two shady Majin, Goma and Dagetsu, watch a monitor. The monitor shows Goku and the others having a fierce battle against Majin Buu. Goma and Dagetsu head to Earth to execute a certain conspiracy. Guys, I want to let you know, me and my homie over here, One Take, we're going to spoil this episode up, down, left, right, in, and out as if you've already seen it. That is your warning. And if you're feeling all the energy that we are giving you, subscribe to both of us, but we'll get to that to the end. One Take, I had high expectations. I'm happy, man. I can't even hold it in no more. I really do like what we got here in this first episode. And guys, let you know, me and One Take over here, we die hard, lifelong Dragon Ball fans. You know what I'm saying? Like we up there. You know, you can see the smile on my face. I'm Goku, this Vegeta over here. You know what I'm saying? I was disappointed when it was first announced, man. I wanted more Super. I wanted Ultra Ego. I wanted Ultra Instinct. And I was like, Daima, them as kids, is this GT Part 2? And I started seeing, you know, promotional material and hearing this news and that. And I was like, okay, this could actually be pretty good. This is not just like a repeat of GT. And rest in peace, Akira Toriyama. I heard that he was just getting involved more and more and more. So I was like, okay, the original creator is on top of this. It got to be good, man. And I've been talking too much already. I ain't heard what you had to say, but for now, One Take, I'm a happy camper over here. I'm a happy camper. I can't wait for episode 2. How you feeling, man? Journal impressions.
Oh man, listen. I was so excited that work was terrible, but the one thing good that came from it was me watching this episode. Listen, when I'm telling you, everything is going wrong around me at work today.
Oh,
everything. But in the midst of all of that, I still managed to watch this episode, and that was it was pure joy, pure bliss, just absolute nostalgia. It just brought back so many. Listen, I'm in the middle of rewatching Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and GT all at the same time.
Man, hold on.
So watching this, and we're going to get into it with that beautiful, beautiful animation. Yeah, I was over the moon, bro.
Yeah. And I really do like the intro, man. Just them kind of giving us a recap, not somewhere specifically in Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z, but just what Dragon Ball Z is about. This is Goku. He may look soft and friendly, but he's the protector of Earth. He got all these homies over here. He can power up, do all this, and then that's within the first 60 seconds. And I was like, okay, wait a minute. Where is this taking place? To be honest to God, I thought before, like within the first 60 seconds, I thought this was going to take place after Super. But this is taking place right after, at the end of Z, right after Buu. And we got like a 10-minute recap. And I will say, at first I was like, okay, this is a nice recap. I'm seeing these characters right here who I don't know who they are. We have this gentleman right here, King Goma, and also his Kaioshin, Mr. Dagetsu. And I like the design and all that, but to be honest with you, One Take, I was a bit turned off. At first, I was like, this is a long-ass recap. We at the 10 or 11-minute mark right now. Is this just going to be filler? You know, tune in to the next time on Dragon Ball. I was just like, I love it for that. But at the same time, I was like, don't just have this first episode be a tease. But it was not that. And, of course, we'll get to that, what happened in just a moment. But one of the things that did make the recap good was, you talked about the animation. Yes. They redrew this whole thing, different style, different artwork, and it was beautiful. I mean, just wonderful. I hope that this is consistent because, man, we got some horrible images every once in a while with Dragon Ball Super that made it look like a toddler drew it, and it was awful, and nobody wants to look at stuff like that. But like, I agree with you 100%. The animation was beautiful. The different perspective. When they showed the recap of Ultimate Gohan powering up with this face blown up on screen and then flew in and Nakin Buu, I was like, ooh, why couldn't it look like this back in the day? In the 90s, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm with you, man, as far as the animation is concerned. What is something else that you love right off the bat in this first episode?
I would say the lore. Because I think in Dragon Ball, there's so much stuff that we can cover, but it's just kind of like left up to the imagination. So even when we were first introduced into Dabura in the Buu arc, this was like the Demon King. So you're wondering like, okay, you have the Kai, Supreme Kai, but you have a Demon King. You kind of wonder like, where has this guy been this entire time? We're getting an introduction into his world and what he was all about. And like he was held up to a standard, like everything. It's like they looked up to him, they glorified him.
Right.
And it makes it like, okay, he didn't willingly go with Babidi. You know what I'm saying? He was also a person under Babidi's control. So that just kind of give you a little bit more insight as to what's going on. I love adding lore to Dragon Ball because I kind of feel like there's so much potential for it, and we typically don't explore it as much as I would like. But this is doing that in a fun way, but with also that still that same. I love when they blend it, bro. I really do love when they blend the comedy and the action. I feel like that's what this was. Because the new Demon King kind of reminds me of Pilaf in a sense. Of like he was like Goku's first big foil in Dragon Ball. So he kind of reminds me of that, you know? It just gives me a lot of different feels, but the thing like I said, I'm most excited about is exploring the lore of this demon realm.
Yeah, man. I'm excited to explore the lore too, getting to know characters like this because they showed him at one point, and I'm just like, okay, they had to have done that for a reason, you know. I can't wait to see how he pop out and show out and see what he got going on. I think his name is Glorio. I could be wrong. But I agree with you again. I agree with you on the animation. I agree with you on the lore. And what I like about the lore is it's not easy to transport yourself from the demon world to the outside world, to the outside, to the demon world. You can't just open a door or go through the curtain or whatever. They had to go to some giant fish that was floating around and get permission. You know, and these are the rulers of the demon world, and they still kind of got to get permission and answer to somebody. So they go into the fish's mouth, and then the mouth closes, and then another part opens up, and they go inside that. And I don't know if you noticed, but they like materialize into, you know, small specks of dust or atoms or something, came back, and then they're in just some type of giant hub. What universe do you want to go to? Number 7. Okay, well, what part number? So I'm like, damn, hold up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know this is before Super, but they can go to Universe 6 and visit Kaba and Kefla and them and Universe 7. And, you know, like, what is the hierarchy of power as far as this concerned? What do they rank? Because, again, I know this is before Super, but, you know, when this catches up, will we ever see this again with Beerus, with Whis? With the Omni King, Zeno, like, you know, do they use this type? Like, why doesn't Whis use this to go to different? It's just, it's more lore, like you said, more questions that can be answered, and it seems like we're going on an adventure in this demon world into Earth, and you know, I'm feeling all that right there, man. I really am. I have one complaint, one little nitpick that we can get to in just a moment. But yeah, I love the animation. I love the lore. I don't have a picture of her as well. But you know, this sister right here, she gonna be a problem. She gonna be throwing some. Yeah, Dr. What is her name? Dr. Arinsu. Yeah, Dr. Arinsu. Yeah. She's the sister of the Getsu. Yeah. And the Supreme Kai is the older brother of both of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know what I'm thinking about? We have Dende and Mr. Popo. You know, that's one hierarchy of power on Earth, the gods of Earth. But you know, you got not Dende, but the Supreme Kai. They in heaven with Kibito, and we're gonna talk about how they split up as well. Dende did not know who they were, who the Getsu was, or Goma.
No.
But I'm assuming Kaioshin and Kibito, they have to know because that's his brother. So I'm kind of wondering how that conversation is going. Oh, how'd you escape? We banished you to the demon world 1,000 years ago, you bitch. You know, you may be my brother, but I hate you. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just speculating right here, but I'm excited to find out. You know what I'm saying? And so,
Yeah.
yeah, man. This, you know, how you feeling about the Gesu and King Goma and Doctor Arensu and all of that? And mind you, what I'm asking a question and not even giving you a chance to answer it. I'm sorry. I'm just excited. What I also like you mentioned this, Deborah, King of the Demon World. They put him on such a pedestal. Like he was the top of the top. And when they was watching the fights against Boo, they're like, who are all these crazy, unbelievably strong people? I like the fact that they're putting respect on the name of Dragon Ball Z and the Z Warriors. Like, I mean, the fact that like, oh, they think they strong, but they don't know what we got up our sleeve over here. Wait till we pull out weapon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna show them. No, it's not like that. They are scared of them. Like, whoa, we thought we was the top dogs over here, but we not. They slapping out Majin Buu like it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I like that. They acknowledge that they are weaker, but they are still a threat because of their skill, knowledge, wisdom, and imagination and all that with the Dragon Balls. I'll talk too much. You have any response to that at all?
Yeah.
About what I just said, the Gesu, Goma, and Dr. Arensu.
Okay. So as far as them, like I said, I think there's going to be a very interesting group. First of all, having the Supreme Kai's younger siblings, which we never knew about, something you don't even think about, honestly. Yeah. Knowing that they're out there and they're in the demon realm and he's a Kai. I'm kind of, there's a part of me don't feel like they were banished. I feel like they may have just grew up there. Yeah, I think we kind of like have a view on the demon realm just because, you know, obviously demon realm, so it seems like what a lot of bad people would be. But I personally think it's going to be more to it than that. And then as far as the doctor, she's going to be slick. She's going to do something. I don't know if she's going to be on their side or she's going to help the Z Warrior. I don't know. That right there is up, you know, that kind of up in the air right now. Now, another thing that you said was them highlighting how strong the Z fighters were when they were saying Goku, Gohan, Vegeta, all of them fight. They just like they're able to fly, they're able to shoot light from their hands, like all this. Let's not forget because I've been recently rewatching Dragon Ball Z. When the Supreme Kai saw them, he had no idea how strong they were.
That's true.
The Supreme Kai was also like, who are you people?
Yeah.
Well, like, what is going on here? How are you so powerful? Yeah. You know, he was now. Me personally, I think he's a terrible Supreme Kai and is horrible at his job. How do you not know what's going on in your universe? Like you don't know. Like he don't know nothing. I always think back to when they were recruiting people for I think it was the Tournament of Power, and they was asking like, well, how many planets have life out there? And he was. I don't know. You know, I just go to meetings, y'all. I don't really do too much other than that. You know what I'm saying? So after seeing him being surprised, it's not surprising that the people of the demon realm are also kind of like, okay, yeah, these dudes are a problem, but I love the intellect. I love it. Okay, yeah, we can't beat them, but and there's something else that's very, very interesting. Very interesting. They pointed out that people with pointy ears are from the demon realm.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
So does that, and then we also see, I know we can get to it. Yeah. I'm kind of like transitioning with you. We get the mention of a Namekian that lives there who's been living for over 1,000 years. Now, if we remember, we're going on a trip.
Yeah.
Demon King Piccolo came from Nami, but there was a terrible storm or something that drove him away from Nami. So it's very, very possible that he's the early Namekians were descendant of this guy. And that is also very, very possible that all Namekians originate from the demon realm?
Maybe. I ain't tripping on it either. I thought about that. Yeah, that's dope. And guess what, bro? That's more stories that we can have, more adventures, you know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping. You know, this is a prequel, of course, but I'm not tripping, man. I love it. I normally don't see any other I normally never watch any other recaps, reviews, or whatever before I record mine because you don't want to subconsciously mimic what somebody else say. But I couldn't help it. I don't know if you know Maystar Media. He has like over 1 million subscribers. He covers a lot of Dragon Ball content. You know, he talked about that too. Just saying that, is this a retcon? If it is, it don't really bother me. I don't care either. I don't think it's a retcon. I think it's just new development that we've never got anymore. You know what I'm saying? And so that's cool right there. But also, besides the animation, besides the characters and the lore, I also like the humor, man. When they were going over their wishes that they wanted, okay, first we're going to wish them as kids. Then we're going to get the third eye, the evil third eye. What else are we going to do? And they're going over their plan, but Dr. Orensu comes and is listening right over their shoulder, and they get scared and run away. That's just old school Dragon Ball humor that I love. Yes. You know what I'm saying? And it fits. It's not corny. It's not over the top. That's just what the show is. You know what I'm saying? Either you like it or you don't. And I like it too. I was smiling, you know, because I saw. I mean, I've been watching this since I was a child. You know, over under 10 years old and all that, and around that age. And I was entertained. You know, now as the same level I was back then, man. It's just this world is opening up, and so they get to Earth. They pull up to Dende's crib. This is the part that pissed me off. Well, I don't want to say pissed me off, but just a little nitpick. The fact that Popo didn't fight. He offered them juice, and Popo can box. Because you remember in the Boo saga when he was holding back Trunks and Goten. I think they even powered up the Super Saiyan. And he was just like, come on, y'all, chill out. Blocking all their hits. So I would have loved to see Popo, even if he lost, I would have loved to see him square up and, you know, at least get knocked down or something, man. But him just to kind of bow down and be like, hey, you want some juice? That's the only thing that bothered me. Am I tripping or you agree? Or where you
No, because once it happened, my immediate thought was like, are they finna, Popo finna get active? He offered the juice, and it kind of just went by, but I also was like, I'm like, I know Dende ain't really known for no hands. Dende always been peaceful ever since he was a child. But Popo?
Yeah.
Popo pop some, you know what I'm saying? Like, Popo always been around. He's seen multiple people come through training. Popo help people train. Like, so it's just kind of like, you might get taken, Popo. We don't know. We don't know.
We don't know. But I'm going to come back to that, man. How'd you feel? So we get the Z Fighters. It's Trunks' birthday. Happy birthday, Trunks. And that's where I see the deal. I was like, wait a minute. Oh, they kids again. They 9 years old. Like, you know, baby Trunks or whatever. Because in Dragon Ball Superhero, they got to do a better job with these titles sometime, to be honest with you. Goten and Trunks were teenagers. You know, so we going back right now. It's Trunks' birthday. And how you feel about the explanation of Supreme Kai and Kibito splitting up, you know, because they fused together with the Potara in the Buu saga, but now they separate. I like it. Did it work for you, or you like, oh, this is some BS ass pull? You know, does it not matter?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. You have to respect it simply because you saw it happen.
Yeah.
Like, you literally saw it happen before. The exact same way he explained it, you saw that exact same thing happen. So it's kind of like, oh, well, all right. Like that's exactly how Goku, because Goku and Vegeta, they tell you, once you put on these Potara rings, you cannot unfuse. Now, we also learned in Super, though, that if you're not a god, if you're not two gods, then it doesn't then it don't last for what, 30 minutes or so.
Right. Something like that.
Long, I forgot, well, 5 minutes, however long it was in Super. But I don't know if Kibito is a god anyway. So either way, either explanation where they want to go and retcon that explanation and use the Boo one, or what. It's still, we saw it happen in Z. So them saying it happened the same way, it's kind of like, all right. I can't really argue against it. You know what I'm saying?
It works for me. I have no problem with it at all. I was okay. That's consistent. It's logical. They didn't just pull something out the air and it don't make sense. So I'm not tripping on that. Did we see Gohan in this episode besides the flashback?
No, Gohan was off studying.
Okay. I forgot about that.
During this time, if Gohan is deep in his studies, I think Gohan's getting ready to become a professor soon.
Yeah.
So I don't even think Gohan's gonna be really involved in this that much. And he might show up. But then again, I don't know, because it's really gonna go to where we see next episode as them as kids, because they wish that all the people who fought Boo turned back into kids, the whole group or whatever. And Gohan is a part of that group, so I don't know.
That is
Gohan
true.
already younger. So what does he turn into a baby?
No, I think Goten and Trunks will turn into babies. But I think Gohan is just gonna be just like Goku and Vegeta, just younger. Because he was an adult.
Well, technically you're probably right, considering the fact that Gohan and Piccolo are the same age.
They are?
Yeah.
You kidding. How is Gohan and Piccolo are the same? How's this?
No. Gohan is what, 4 years younger than Piccolo?
Bro.
It's hard. Wait. Is it even that? Gohan may be a year younger than Piccolo or something like that.
You know what?
Do you know? Okay.
I ain't seen Dragon Ball. I still haven't seen Dragon Ball, so I may not know what I'm talking about. I know. I ain't seen it all the way through. I ain't seen it all the way through.
It's cool. But nonetheless, when Piccolo was born, technically born, shortly after, he crazy growth spurt, fights Goku. Then we have the 4 years in between Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
And then boom.
Okay.
Gohan was born during the time.
Okay.
It's something like that. I know they're close in age though.
Okay. Y'all give us y'all thoughts in the comment section. What I'm also excited to see, so we got this Namekian. What's his name? Neva, or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
He created the Dragon Balls in the Demon World. They did not say, I think they only get one wish, and I don't think it's 7. I think it's less than that, or maybe it may be more. But he also created these beings to guard them.
Talking about how many Dragon Balls?
Yeah.
There are 3. It's
3? Okay. I can't wait to see his guardians, the Terragamasu or whatever. I wonder how strong they are. Are they stronger than King Deborah? Weaker? Same level? I don't know. Hopefully they're stronger, to be honest with you. But
I think it's gonna go back to how strong he was, in my opinion, because that's
who is he? Who is he?
Neville, the Namekian. I'm blanking on his name, but I think it's gonna kind of go back to how strong he probably was in his prime. Because I feel like his Dragon Ball's probably been around for a long time, right? And he created somebody to guard them. But that was one of the things Demon King, I like the name, Piccolo Daima, did. Was he was able to create other beings to do his bidding. Like Krillin first time dying, he was killed. What's his name? Tuesday or Friday? I can't think of, or something. I can't think of the demon that King Piccolo created. So he's able to create other beings, and they're pretty strong, but I don't think they're as strong as him. But that goes back to my point. I wonder how strong the Namekian used to be, and then how long the Guardians have been around. Because they've been around for thousands of years as well. There's plenty of time to train. There's plenty of time to get stronger. So there's no telling. And to your point, you said, are they stronger than the Boar or weaker, same level? Well, if you're the king of the demon realm, and there's Dragon Balls there that grant any wish, wouldn't you want to go take them at least once? To make a wish,
good point.
I don't care how much you have. Yeah. You're given a free wish. So did they deter him from getting the wish, going to get the wish, or did he just never think about it?
I hope it's the former, Because if he just never thought about it, it's like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? That's what's so. Y'all let us know what y'all think, man. But regardless, man, never as strong as hell. I ain't never seen this before. This balls come to me now. I'm like, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? You're like, okay.
Ridiculous.
Oh, it's all right. They just made a wish. You're not going to be able to bring her back. You know what I'm saying? You got to wait 7 more months. Hold my beer. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. And so I wonder if there's limits on that, man, because he should be able to make wishes forever, you know, or wish his own self back to, you know, extend his life 1,000 years. But I like Dende ran up, bro, and got knocked down. I like the guess who's like, is there a problem? We finna make this wish. So you can we can either make it and you living, or we can make it and your bones are broken. You know what I'm saying? So I like that. That was tough right there. But man, they turned them to kids, bro. Oh, and mind you, Goku and Vegeta fighting, base form, beam struggle. I ain't seen the beam struggle in a minute. Yeah, man, where you at on that? Because I was like, whoa, this guy is powerful here. You know.
Okay, couple things. Yes. Didn't they weak? So I don't know. I don't know how much credit I'm gonna give him that. But the making, there is something to be said, because there is a part of me, because I told you it's giving me Dragon Ball vibes. Now when we first, I know I keep going back to Dragon Ball. Probably because I'm in the middle of rewatching it. But when Demon King Piccolo was introduced, he was older. But he recruited my Emperor Pilaf, what's his name, Shu, to get the Dragon Balls for him, and he wished to be younger again. Okay, now one of the things that the new Demon King said he was going to grant, he going to give him another 1,000 years to live. So does that mean he's going to give him another 1,000 years as he is, or is he also going to make him younger? If that's not possible, if he doesn't have the ability to do that within his own power, then I think that third wish may go on making him younger. So we kind of gonna get a contrast, well, kind of like a parallel to the equivalent of Emperor Pilaf being the new Demon King, and we also gonna have the equivalent to Demon King Piccolo with the new Namekian that we see. That's what I think. Something that I've noticed in the promotional material for this is that there are 3 highlighted characters. Well, 4 technically. The Supreme Kai.
Okay.
And we already know what's going on. It's his brothers. That's big. You obviously have Goku, main character. You have Vegeta, basically the second main character of the show. But also Piccolo. I think we're about to get some deep lore and deep stuff going on with Piccolo. That's going to, watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you. With the stuff we're going to get with Piccolo is going to make Orange Piccolo make sense. They going to do some stuff to make you like, oh, Orange Piccolo, that makes sense. I see why he was able to get this wrong. I see why he was able to rival a Super Saiyan God. You know what I'm saying?
Because I didn't really care for Orange Piccolo. I didn't think that was really earned, but that's just I didn't like the transformation with Beast Gohan or Orange Piccolo. I'm like, y'all wishing for Gohan just powers up out of nowhere with zero training, like zero Goku and Whis trained with the gods, huh?
So Gohan had been training.
Okay, we can talk about that another time. I don't want to give because anyway, but. Y'all, I'm loving the show. Seems like One Take Big Dog is loving the show. Are you loving the show? Is it lower than your expectations, meeting your expectations? Let us know in that comment section below. Do you have any final thoughts, sir?
I can't wait. Now, this, like I said, this episode was an introduction. And we got the introduction to basically the antagonist. And we mainly was with them most of the time. I'm ready to see these guys as kids. Yeah. We only seen Vegeta as a kid a couple of times, and we know he was terrible. He was a horrible person. Horrible.
Yeah.
You know, so I always wanted content with a younger Vegeta. Obviously, I think he's still gonna have the mind of his older self, but I just can't wait. Young Vegeta, young Bulma, young Piccolo. Obviously, Kid Goku is my favorite version of Goku. I cannot wait to see him get the power pole again. I hope he has the flying Nimbus. I am just so excited. It just brings back the feels, man. Sometimes everything ain't going right. You just need one thing to just make everything feel better.
I feel you, man. I feel you. I agree with you 100%, guys. Well, y'all, that is our recap, our review for Dragon Ball Daima, episode 1, titled Conspiracy. Hopefully, we will be back here same time, same place next week. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to One Take Big Dog's channel. We got his TikTok right here. We got his YouTube. We got my backup channel. And we also have my main channel. But guys, again, we just all want to thank you so much for tuning in. And before you go, don't forget that I'm B. Avery. That's One Take, and that's just our opinion. Peace out, and we'll see you next time. I was trying to get that under 30 minutes, but I think it was like 30 minutes. Oh, wait a minute, it's still recording.
Really?